here is the Writer's Almanac for Sunday. It's the 4th of April, 2021. Easter Sunday, the end of Lent, the celebration of Jesus' resurrection from the dead 3 days after his crucifixion, a date based on the cycles of the moon. Jesus was said to have risen from the dead on the first Sunday after the first full moon of spring. So Easter can come as early as March 22nd and as late as April the 25th. The word Easter comes from the Anglo-Saxon goddess Eostre, the goddess of springtime, who once saved a bird whose wings had frozen by turning the bird into a rabbit, and because the rabbit had been a bird, it could still lay eggs, and that rabbit became the Easter bunny. And there are records of people giving each other decorated eggs at Easter as far back as the 11th century. It's the birthday of the novelist and memoirist and screenwriter Marguerite Durra, born in a little village in French Indochina near what is now Saigon in 1914. Parents were teachers. Her dad became ill. He died. Dumas had an impoverished, miserable childhood in which she was abused by her mother and her brother. And when she was a teenager, she became lovers with a wealthy, older Chinese man whom she met on a ferry boat between Sadek and Saigon. She wrote about him in her books The Seawall, North China Lover, and The Lover, which was published in 1984. It's the birthday of Maya Angelou, born Marguerite Ann Johnson, St. Louis, 1928, whose memoir, I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings, was a big bestseller in 1969, a book that begins, when I was 3 and Bailey 4, we had arrived in the musty little town wearing tags on our wrists, which instructed to whom it may concern that we were Marguerite and Bailey Johnson, Jr. from Long Beach, en route to Stamps, Arkansas, care of Mrs. Annie Henderson. Our parents had decided to put an end to their calamitous marriage, and father shipped us home to his mother. And it's the birthday of the blues great Muddy Waters, born McKinley Morganfield in Rolling Fork, Mississippi, 1915. Taught himself to play harmonica and guitar, played on the south side of Chicago in bars, and in 1950 he made his first recording for Chess Records, a tune called Rolling Stone. Here's a poem for today by Jim Harrison, entitled Easter Morning. On Easter morning, all over America, the peasants are frying potatoes in bacon grease. We're not supposed to have peasants, but there are tens of millions of them frying potatoes on Easter morning, cheap and delicious with ketchup. If Jesus were here this morning, he might be eating fried potatoes with my friend who has a 51 Dodge and a 72 Pontiac. When his kids ask why they don't have a new car, he says, "These cars were new once and now they are experienced." He can fix anything. And when rich folks call to get a toilet repaired, he pauses extra hours so that they can further learn what we're made of. I told him that in Mexico, the poor say that when there's lightning, the rich think that God is taking their picture. He laughed. Like peasants everywhere in the history of the world, ours can't figure out why they're getting poorer. Their sons join the army to get work being shot at. Your ideals are invisible clouds, so try not to suffocate the poor, the peasants, with your sympathies. They know that you're staring at them. A poem by Jim Harrison, Easter Morning, from Saving Daylight. That's the Writer's Almanac for Sunday, April the 4th. Be well, do good work, and keep in touch.